South Africa's economy is already under pressure, but could it also be on the verge of political upheaval? President Jacob Zuma has unexpectedly ordered his finance minister to return home from an overseas trip. Pravin Gordhan was meeting foreign investors to drum up support. The move has led to speculation that Zuma may be about to sack Gordhan. He's the country's third finance minister in 18 months. Andre-Pierre du Plessis reports.
After presenting South Africa's annual budget, Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan travelled to London and New York to reassure investors that his country is a good place to put their money. But just as he was about to start his UK roadshow, President Jacob Zuma recalled Gordhan. The South African rand immediately plunged 3% against the dollar, its biggest decline in almost a year, at a time when the rand had recently strengthened by more than 20%. Some speculate Zuma told Gordhan to return because his legal team is facing off with 14 private companies. The court case is over the blacklisting of their bank accounts by South Africa's top 4 banks. The companies are all owned by the Gupta family, who have close ties to Zuma. The banks were forced to close their accounts last year because of suspicious transactions. But the Guptas accuse Gordhan of instigating the account closures. Others speculate Zuma summoned Gordhan to fire him. There's been a drawn-out battle between the two over government spending. Arriving at court on Tuesday, Gordhan denied he'd been fired.
Are you still the Minister of Finance?
Yes.
Minister, remember you've resigned. Did you resign, Minister?
No.
Would you ever resign because of the pressure? Does it ever get too much and you just think, I can't take this anymore? It's just not worth it.
But the death of a founding figure of the ruling party may have upset Zuma's priorities. The anti-apartheid veteran, Ahmed Kathrada, died on Tuesday, and government is now focused on a public memorial to honor his memory. That means Gordhan's sacking and the reshuffling of Zuma's cabinet may have to wait. And while it does, the rand can be expected to fall even further. Andre-Pierre du Plessis, TRT World.
So let's go straight to Johannesburg and speak to Ian Cruickshanks. He's Chief Economist at the South African Institute for Race Relations. Ian, thank you ever so much for joining us on Money Talks. Does it look to you as if we're getting a rerun of 2015 when we had that revolving door of finance ministers and a plunge in the rand and stock markets and billions wiped off the markets?
Well, certainly we are having a replay on the damage that's been done to the rand, or some of the damage that's been done to the rand. When we had the last fiasco, it was a heck of a lot worse. Could it be worse again? Yes, I suspect so. Of course, as your announcer just said, the passing of Ahmed Kathrada, one of the struggle veterans, this morning, would put a hold. Certainly there'll have to be some time to let go to see how they can then refocus back away from this personal change, back into managing the economy, managing the finance minister's position. And there seems to be a lack of understanding, this is the crux of the matter, of just how financial markets react to uncertainty. There's nothing they hate more than uncertainty. And in an emerging market which has a high budget deficit, a high current account deficit, all these things are really very inopportune, and I suspect that it does make one wonder if the president is aware of the damage that's being done. After all, you know, the rand has taken a beating, the cost of imports is going to soar, his electorate is going to find their cost of living a lot higher. It just seems a poorly worked out strategy, if it has been worked out.
If it is a strategy indeed, I was about to say. Let me ask you, what has Gordhan's impact been on the South African economy? You brought up the issue of the deficits there, but overall, this is his second term as finance minister. What's his impact been on the economy?
Yes. He's come along at a very difficult time, but what he has attempted to instill, and to a large extent successfully, is having a budget and sticking to it, bringing the budget deficit down, making it to a reasonable level, getting it down to a level where the international rating agencies are going to say, well, that's going in the right direction, and we see you now as a potential investment destination. I think we were moving away from that before his second tenure began, and that's why it's all the more surprising that he's been recalled, instructed, we are told, to return at this time, this delicate time, when the minister was busy having negotiations with the ratings agencies, with major funding clients, people who are organizations who are big funders of South Africa in foreign direct investment, in foreign portfolio flows. This is going to put them off and is going to make them quite reluctant to increase the investment, which we desperately need and which the minister was working on quite successfully.
Ian, now, just in the last few hours, Pravin Gordhan has tweeted, fresh after a recall, the rand drops like a lead football. I'm back at Luthuli House. I'll keep at this damn game of cat and mouse. He sounds defiant. If you were advising Pravin Gordhan and or the government, what would the 3 top priorities be for the finance minister?
The finance minister has to stick to his guns. He should not back away and say, okay, we'll go with an adjustment to the spending patterns of government. We'll go with allowing an interference in the private business of our major banks. Remember, our banking sector is rated as one of the top managed, controlled banking sectors in the world. That's something to be proud of, and it's something to be maintained if we're going to continue our funding and international credit agreements over the longer term. At the moment, what we're seeing is a risk of withdrawal of international foreign parties, and if that happens, we're going to find the economy has the risk of really imploding, of grinding to a halt, and this is the worst thing that we can need at a time when we need business expansion, new job creation, and so on. We're moving away from it. This is a terrible risk.
Ian Cruickshanks, Chief Economist at the South African Institute of Race Relations. Great to have you on the programme.